Hey, welcome back to another episode of Mass Effect. I don't even know what that says because the thing's covering it. Just gonna record a little short episode here because I have nothing for tomorrow. I suppose we can go try and talk to more of the crew. If it doesn't work, then I'm gonna just restart it. But last time we rescued Liara, which is good, and yeah, let's see if he's got anything to say now that we got the whole crew assembled.
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
All right. Let's label it officially off the record. Got something on your mind?
Straight up, there's something wrong with all of this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction. But we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element zero in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
Seems like you beat the odds. How many didn't make it?
Out of 100, maybe 60 have no effect. 30
Damn.
suffer adverse effects, little things like brain cancer. The other 10 show enough ability to augment with implants. Not always permanent, though. Not like the cancer. Next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero. And how's a kid supposed to deal with that? A station at the edge of human space.
Jump Zero is Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
That's true. We did have a little circle that'd get together every night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey, her family was very rich, but she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
Did you love her?
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same, but things never felt together. Training, you know.
You know of any intentional exposures for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
I like Hayden so
Jump
far.
Zero's a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko,
There's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
Facts.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Alright. I'll accept that. I'll come talk to you later, I guess. Is this my ship? Oh, I guess no. It's different. Yeah. So unfortunately, the thing that tells you what everything is, where the X is activated, that's where the recording time that tells you how long you're recording for is at on PlayStation. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. I don't care about you. I mainly just want to talk to Ashley because we couldn't talk to her beforehand.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
Yeah, of
I
course.
keep an open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
You don't trust their motives because they're not human.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy.
Jeez.
I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Yeah, you're kind of out of line, you little bitch. But I also don't know if we're trying to smash or not. Listen, guys. Do we want the coochie or not? I kind of want to be like, you're out of line, fam.
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
How do you get from relying on ourselves to mistreating our allies?
I don't mean we should
Facts.
mistreat them, Commander. I just think we should be prepared to go it without them. As noble as the Council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
Oh, we can be racist. Is there, I wonder, is there an alien N-word? Like, is that like, in the meaning of this game, I mean, like, I guess just calling them alien is kind of like, because they have official races. Now I'm sitting here thinking, like, all the people who smashed Ashley when this game first came out, they must have all, like, agreed with her. Oh my god.
I don't see that as inevitable.
Oh my god.
If you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not
I
racism,
wouldn't.
not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
That is like, I'm not trying to get political, and I'm not ever going to try to get political at all. But that is kind of like weird to think about, you know what I mean? Like, because in the terms of Mass Effect, the humans are the ones who are on the outs, essentially. Yeah, Ashley's kind of racist towards, well, very racist towards the other species. But as far as like who's allowed on the council, what members are on the council, humans aren't. Right? So like, I do think there are in this game other alien species who are more so below the humans as far as their like social standings. Because there was that other species who wasn't on the council who've been trying to get on the council for a very long time. And there's like the Quarians who literally live on a fucking ship. But it's weird to think that like members of the species are going to be more important than humans. That is a weird thing to think about. And I'm curious if most people think that relates to modern day shit. Like, personally, I never like grew up with the ideal of race, if that makes sense. Like, it was always like, that person over there is just another person just like me, no matter what their skin color, their religion, whatever is. Like, my parents never like raised me on that whole like, oh, these people are different than you. They always raised me on like, oh, it's the same. Y'all are the same. There's differences, but that doesn't make it bad. It's the same. But it is interesting to think about in like this case where it's like there's always gonna be more importance to themselves. It's interesting to think about. It is. I slurred that really bad. It's interesting to think about, I guess. Why do you feel
They
that way?
seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams.
Yeah.
What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
It doesn't sound like you've worked with aliens before.
No, sir. Mainly I've been groundside, part of the surface garrison forces. I did get a rotation on a space station for training. Every Marine a rifleman, every rifleman ZG certified.
That's odd. Your record is spotless and your technical scores are exemplary. You should be serving with the fleet.
Anyway,
She
that's
didn't
why I
want
haven't served with
to.
many aliens, Commander.
She didn't want to, cause aliens.
You're lucky. I
She's
lost my family
racist.
on Mindoir. Are you related to anyone I'd have heard of?
Couldn't say, Commander. I read about Mindoir. The Alliance screwed the pooch on that one. Should have had a bigger garrison. Is that why you're out here? To take the fight to the pirates?
I saw a lot of people die. I can't sit back and let things like that happen.
Amen to that.
Shut up.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
It won't be a problem, Commander. You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
Oh.
Would you kiss anyone I ordered you to?
That depends, sir. If you ordered me to kiss a superior officer, that would be a violation of the regs concerning fraternization. That would make it an illegal order. I'd be required to decline and relieve you of command. Sir.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Not sure I buy Dr. Tassoni's story about her and her mom not talking. They're family, right?
Yeah, we'll watch her.
And I'm not sure I believe it either. It's better to have her where we can see her.
That makes sense. Too bad those ruins got destroyed. I mean, they lasted thousands of years. That's impressive.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
Alright, I'm gonna have a quick jump cut. Got somebody coming over in a minute. And then we'll talk to the rest of the crew. If they have anything new to say. And Dr. Tassoni. Alright. 2 seconds. And I'm back. I forgot to save you guys. I had to talk to the racist again. Ugh. Alright, we'll check in with Garrus.
Commander, how are you?
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first
See if they have
place?
anything else to talk about.
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC, one of the best. I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big
Why is Garrus
arrest.
so damn
He's
quiet?
taking my resignation pretty hard.
Oh.
He's not impressed that you're going after Saren?
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually talked me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate, me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability.
I
He
mean,
wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
ah, too bad.
Not all Spectres are like Saren, you know.
Of course not. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
You're a quick learner, Garrus. We'll beat him at his own game. It's the only way to stop someone like him.
I'm right behind you, Commander.
Oh, I'm right behind you, Garrus. Okay, listen. I know everyone's sipping for Ashley or Liara. I ain't swing that way. Or like, what? No, I do swing that way. But I'm more simping for Garrus, and I don't swing that way.
We've got Saren on the run.
It won't be long
Man,
now.
I just
Saren's
exposed
good,
myself.
but I'm better.
Jeez.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
Fair enough, fam.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Damn, dude.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
I feel like I already had this
But
conversation
they
with
go to
them.
colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
Yeah, we definitely had this conversation
So long, Rex.
with them about the genophage and all that shit. See if Tali got anything new to say. Tali.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
What's wrong? Like I need this. You sound down.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place.
Okay, I sent for
The
Tali, I'm not
runs
gonna
so
lie.
smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
It's too quiet to sleep.
The silence wakes you up?
Back on the flotilla, the last thing you want to hear is silence. It means an engine's died or an air filter shut down.
I mean, that's fair.
I guess you don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sounds like the pilgrimage isn't just about finding resources for the fleet. Maybe it's about teaching you to appreciate your people and culture.
You're probably right. We Quarians spend our whole lives traveling. But really, we never leave home. The pilgrimage has given me a whole new perspective on our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
We already talked about
I should
all that
go.
shit.
See you
Bruh,
later.
I'm so mumbly today. Listen, I have a really bad thing with mumbling. I'm trying to work on it. Be patient with the boy, okay? Well, luckily I catch myself on it, so I re-say a bunch of shit. Just be patient. I think Liara is in here. I like how in like 2 and beyond, all the people get their own like space, but fucking they don't in the first one. They're all just clumped in that one area.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
I was
You look
worried.
much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up,
I'm just glad we got there in time.
so am I. I know you
I
took a
return
chance
flash.
bringing me
I
aboard
don't
this
know,
ship.
man.
I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
I know.
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you. I know you won't let me down.
Yeah,
It means a lot to hear you
you're
say
in the
that,
next 2
Commander.
games as well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactic disputes. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered.
Oh
Male
yeah.
and female
The whole
have
thing
no
is if
real
they have
meaning
sex
for
with
us.
a dude, they die.
We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
I remember it's an ending in Mass Effect 2 where you can romance and sleep with the... Well, okay, there's this really cool thing that happens in Mass Effect 2. I don't know if we're going to do that or if we're going to get to it. Well, I don't know if we're going to do the option, but basically, you can, like, a part of the Asari who's on our team, who isn't Liara. I think Liara is in the game, but she's just like an NPC who you talk to at one point. But basically this other character, I forgot her name. She's really cool though. But you can, her like personal mission is about tracking down her daughter. And you can like last second decide to betray your teammate. And then the daughter, I think, joins your crew. And then you can romance and have sex with her. But if you do that, then you die. Because that's like a part of the like mating shit, if that makes sense. That's you know who would say that option. You all know who would say that option. I ain't even gonna say it.
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
I wonder if she's gonna tell us here about the other parent.
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Wait, yeah, what about... That's a good question. Can I ask both of them? We'll go...
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
Wait. Oh, let's be honest. Okay. Shepard's woke. He's not gonna ask. Because the sorry, it's an all-female race. I'm pretty sure.
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer
Shepard's not
common.
gonna be.
Not
Shepard's
for the
woke.
purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood. Though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face, it is a great insult among my people.
So it's the
It is
N-word.
possible Benezia's partner was embarrassed by their union. She may have been too ashamed to publicly acknowledge me as her offspring.
Okay, so I like how my first instinct was to go into like political, or not political, but like woke, like you can do that as in like you can be a lesbian, when the natural response really should have been like, oh, you can like reproduce with another female, like female on female. Bruh. All I know about this game is that you can't have a gay relationship until the third one. And that's guy on guy. I don't know if they added a girl on girl one. But anyways.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her.
Yeah.
Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure. Benezia never spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
You Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Yeah.
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
Alright, talk to you later.
Goodbye, Commander.
See ya. That's lit. I like that. I'm over here talking about like Shepard being like ignorant. I'm just like, yeah, I'm the one that's like twisting it. It is what it is. Alright. Okay. So there's more to go to. Oh wait. Ah shit, I went all the way out. Alright, well, I gotta check where we're supposed to go next anyways. We're actually getting to that 30 mark anyways. Okay. We have Veros and Noviria. I guess Veros is more of a right now thing because the Geth just attacked there, right? I don't know about y'all, but that's my... Where at? Okay, I'm not gonna front with y'all. I don't think I'm gonna do every single one of these. If you're a perfectionist and all that shit, and get the game yourself or watch someone else do it. I think it's also boring to watch this shit. I might here and there come into the game by myself and maybe like thoroughly explore the world, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to do it right now. Or like in like the let's play. If we come across it, then sure. But I'm not gonna go out of my way for that. Okay, Pharaohs. Pharaohs is over here. My fucking ears, man. Oh my, jeez, my ears. Fuck, that fucked me up. Alright. Ooh, I like this place. Alright, let's check the other planets here. Let's get that experience and shit real quick. I remember like the most boring part of Andromeda was checking out every single planet, because that was the thing you can do. Okay. Oh shit. I am gonna end this part here. We're coming up on 30 minutes anyways, and that's typically where I like to keep these episodes long. And I want to be able to fit the whole Pharaohs mission into one episode. If you like this episode, please feel free to leave a like. If not, that's perfectly fine. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Like, are enjoying the series. I hope you're cool with how much downtime you get. Cause there's like genuinely a lot of downtime in this game. But I don't even necessarily think it's a bad thing. I personally enjoy it from time to time. If you do, well, I guess like mainly because I'm not getting like an insane amount of views just yet. It's kind of hard to like kind of be like, oh, what do you guys want, and like make adjustments. But I don't know, I guess if I get a few comments being like, yo, we just want to see just the missions and stuff, I could talk to the crew like off camera. I don't really want to do that. I think like it's just a huge part of the game to talk to the crew. So we'll probably do that for at least this game. We'll see. Even though I think it gets more fleshed out in future games. We'll see. I'm rambling at this point. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, guys.